Sacrifice the fat job you've got, the big car you've got.
More than 800 British citizens have gone to Syria or Iraq to fight for the so-called Islamic State terror group. The jihadists on the left and right of the screen were killed by drone strikes doing so. The man in the middle, Nasser Muthana, originally from Cardiff, is still alive. His social media posts suggest he doesn't wish to leave Syria. But what about those who do want to return home? Today, the new Defence Secretary was on the UK's new aircraft carrier. British jihadis should be killed, he said, and not allowed to return home.
Terrorists that wish to cause death and destruction on the streets of Great Britain should be dealt with.
Dealing with the threat means to eliminate, to kill.
Yes, and that's what the government has done in the past, and that's what the government will have to do in the future.
Mr. Williamson appeared to go much further than the Foreign Secretary. Boris Johnson stressed killing terrorists would not eradicate the wider problems.
Even if all the jihadis in the world were either imprisoned or vaporized in drone strikes, we would still have failed to defeat the enemy. This is neither a war against a conventional Westphalian state, nor do these states, nor do these terrorists have any remotely negotiable objectives.
Syrian soldiers are continuing to bombard IS militants. Gavin Williamson says if the British terrorists among them end up dispersing, there should be no safe space for them in any country. But one former jihadi who now steers youngsters away from terror says the Defence Secretary is simply posturing.
I think he's playing to the mood music of the far right here, and he's confirming a narrative that the extremists are espousing on a daily basis. He's coming out with a Trump-like attitude.
Today, Mohammed Abdallah became the first British jihadi to be convicted after returning to the UK. The close friend of the Manchester Arena bomber spent 2 years fighting for IS before being arrested at Manchester Airport. Abdallah can be seen here in Libya in 2011 during the uprising against the Gaddafi regime. He'll be sentenced tomorrow, but the Defence Secretary says such terrorists shouldn't face justice in our courts at all. Julian Drucker, 5 News.